Yankees and the Giants had an old-fashioned pitcher's duel yesterday as Garrett Cole and Logan Webb went toe-to-toe in the Bronx. Now, the Yankees right-hander set a new franchise record for the most strikeouts on opening day as he fanned 11. Now, this broke Tim Larry's previous record of 9 strikeouts on the first day of the season, set back in '91. Cole would officially finish his day on the mound, going 6 innings, fanning 11, giving up 3 hits, no earned runs, and allowing 2 walks. Let's not forget about Logan Webb, also broke some records of his own as he sat down 12 men, which was a personal career high for him. Despite the career high in Ks for Webb, the long ball did bite him a bit, as he gave up 2 shots to Judge in the first and Torres in the fourth. In the end, New York's pen would secure the win by shutting out the Gigantes 5-0. And Jacob deGrom got roughed up by the Phillies in his Rangers debut as Philadelphia got him in the second inning after Alec Boehm popped one over the right field fence for a 2-run shot. Then in the fourth, Philly was ahead by 5 after a Brandon Marsh double down the left field line. But in the end, Texas was able to pick up their ace following a tremendous comeback, thanks in part to newly acquired Robbie Grossman, who had a home run. The Rangers would win the game by the score of 11-7. And now we have some bad news here concerning the Cardinals and their new catcher, Wilson Contreras, because Contreras exited his Cardinal debut after taking a 100-mile-an-hour Jordan Hicks fastball off the knee while catching in the 8th inning. Now, despite the x-rays of that knee coming back negative, the Cardinal manager said, quote, "It was hurting him pretty good, and he was having a hard time putting any weight on it, let alone trying to bend it." Contreras will undergo an MRI to make sure there's no structural damage or soft tissue damage. But of course, not what you want to hear if you're a Cardinal fan and seeing Wilson Contreras go down on day 1 behind the plate. Speaking of injuries, the Mets had their first one of 2022. Their ace, Justin Verlander, suffered an injury just hours before opening day in Miami. At least that is when it was reported. The injury is being categorized as a low-grade strain of the teres major. In other words, he strained a muscle underneath his right armpit. Now, JV said he felt the injury flare up near the end of his last spring training start, and it was still significant when he threw a bullpen a few days later in Port St. Lucie. Now, Verlander said, quote, "It feels like crap, and it's not the way I wanted my Mets tenure to start, that's for sure." He also said he's dealt with this type of injury in the past, and it's kept him on the sidelines for about 3 months, so it's somewhat serious here for Justin Verlander, and Verlander and the Mets are taking it as such. Now, speaking of the NL East, another starter in that division, Max Fried, went down on day 1. Now, Fried exited his season opener after he strained his left hamstring while covering first base in the bottom of the 4th. The lefty hopes to avoid missing any time, but his manager is far less confident about the southpaw making his next start on Wednesday in St. Louis. Now let's talk about the unicorn, Shohei Ohtani, as he was dominant on the mound in Oakland as he fanned 10 over 6 scoreless innings. However, he was left with the no decision as the Halos offense was silenced. Matter of fact, the team failed to record an extra base hit all night. LA would lose it by the score 2-1 to Oakland. And finally, I got to address the veteran Adam Wainwright, because he had some serious pipes singing that national anthem on opening day at Busch. He was better than what I expected. He was great, as a matter of fact. Did not know he was going to do that, nor did his teammates, it seemed like. It was a surprise to many, and boy, he got the job done in front of the mic. By the way, public address announcement, if you're going to propose to your fiancée, don't do it at Dodger Stadium. Or at least don't do it on the field, because they're going to nail you like this guy. But it turned out well, because she said yes, so I guess there's that. And that's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. We're doing this all season long. And as always, I'll catch you guys later.